Welcome to At a Glance, the series where we go over a game we had recently, go over what went right, what went wrong, what lessons we can learn from it, including, what we did right that helped to get a win, what went wrong, that ended up resulting in a loss. First of all, as you can see, I'm solo queuing, because I have barely played this season. I'm not even at 50 ranked matches played, so I'm a little behind from where I want to be. I want to at least end in plat. I want to end there, and then I'll be happy. Right now I'm in, low, mid gold, and this was one of the games that convinced me to stop my grind entirely yesterday, and you guys are going to see why. So, Siege, anyone who plays Siege for longer than 10 minutes knows that Siege is not Call of Duty. It's not just WM1 run and gun. It's prep phase, action phase, and then execute, and you want to get really tactical in all those stages, etc., etc. And I have this one tenet about ranked specifically. Quick play, I don't give a fuck. Standard, still don't give a fuck. It's still sort of like quick play, but ranked format, that kind of thing. One of my tenets for ranked is if you don't do anything in the prep phase, on attack or defense, if you don't use your drone, if you don't help set up site, it doesn't matter how good with your gun you are a hindrance to the team. And I don't know why you're playing ranked for Siege. I know for some people that's fucking harsh. People can play however they fucking want. Cool, it's ranked in a team game. And this is one of those games where we could have very easily won if not for people not using the prep phase. Let me just go ahead and start the actual prep phase. You can see I'm droning in, trying to just get eyes on sight and everything. And in the prep phase, our Ram is not droning. Our Brava is not droning. Our Ash is not droning. Our Maverick is not droning. And I'm setting up my drone in security so that we can get the wall. So, I'm droning, because it's, prep phase. I'm the only person getting any intel of any kind. And I'm not going to just throw my drone into sight. I'm not going to risk my drone for nothing. 10 seconds left. Ram isn't droning. Brava isn't droning. Ash isn't droning. Maverick isn't droning. So the only intel we have on what the enemy team is doing is that the only intel we have is that they're upstairs, and it's first round border, so of course they're upstairs, and that there's no one in security. If you were playing this match and saw that you had literally no fucking intel, you would not know what to fucking do. And it's not like these guys were, AFK. Because as soon as the match starts, first of all, Ash is moving her drone around. Ash is just going to start rushing. Bravo's going to start moving. Ram takes a second to start moving. Maverick starts moving. And I was already on the move. So it's not that these players were AFK and just not at their computers. It's that they just actively did not drone. I've not used this replay viewer in so long. So we're going into this game with no intel. They've got a fully fortified site. They've got the standard external wall. I cannot use these fucking controls anymore. It's been way too long for me. They've got the standard, walls electrified and fortified. Someone over here, on chassis, sort of playing box, barbed and metal, etc., etc. They've got a pretty standard setup. And we don't know what they fucking have because our only drone is in security. And our Ash literally just WM1, no droning, no checking her corners, does just rush in. On one hand, she's just moving to make sure she catches them off guard. On the other, a good team is not going to let this shit happen. That Capcan should have been doing his Capcans in the prep phase, and he gets punished for not doing them in the prep phase. He just immediately gets punished for not being in prep phase. Our Ash takes this duel with the Aruni and goes down because she did not even see the Thorn over here. She just chose a path, went in, and basically died. So we got a 1-for-1 trade. That's something. Ram is coming in down here. She's literally just playing Ram for the breach. Bravo's going to go up the stairs and does take a bit of damage from... Wait, no. Who took damage from Ram's fucking thing? She just ran in front of it. Okay, I guess I'm just losing my mind. So these two are fighting the door. Maverick is fighting the window. And I'm putting a Claymore on this door because I'm under the assumption we have a Brava, you know, a Maverick that would at least help with the wall. Like, I'm trying to be a team player. I'm trying to learn how to play around this team. I'm using my drone insecurity to get intel. I see the Thorn insecurity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my drone. Get a rough ping on where she is. No one even acknowledges that ping. Thorn's going to run. So I'm going to start breaking the window. And I just catch her off guard. In the meantime, our Brava has died during the fight upstairs with Ram. Maverick is still at this window. So we've got 3 picks at this point, and we've lost 2. And we still pretty much have no way into sight except for take gunfight and win. Because at this point, I've realized the team's not going to help with the wall. I have this little hole to look into metal door. I see the BP, I ping it so the team knows it's there. But yeah, the defenders are smart. They're not going to peek that. So I'm going to try and find an alternate angle. I throw a drone over there just to try and get, you know, a little bit of intel, maybe bait them out. And I'm just trying to figure out, honestly, what the fuck to do. Droning out office so that we can maybe go for an office push. Maverick goes down at the window. So now it's just me and Ram versus a low as fuck Kayed and Aruni, who we basically have no intel on. So I'm going to try and go for this aggressive play that the rest of the team wants to do. And I didn't see the cap traps. So Ram is the only one alive. Ram knows that I am down. Like, she is fully aware that I'm down, and I'm putting myself in a safe position for her to get this res, and they're not punishing it. So Ram's going to go up the other stairs, sort of the same path the Ash had at the very start. Take care of the cam that, honestly, I didn't know the Ash didn't even shoot. She sees that I am down. Like, there's no way to ignore that I am downed over here. We're pinging that the Aruni is there. And she picks up Diffuse and keeps moving in. This Ram just keeps pushing into sight into a 1v2 when I am a safe res over here about to bleed out. And she doesn't start running back until pretty much way too late when she sees, oh, I can't get this duel. So now, it's Ram into this 1v2 that could have been a 2v2. She sees Aruni's leg, goes for the kill, and she is still playing off no intel because we only have, I think, 2 drones at this point. She throws her flashes just into sight without pushing on them with a BP on her. Hops into small. The BP is still on her. It's just watching her. And Ram goes down. So, this entire round, I used both of my drones. Apparently, Ram used her second drone. I don't know when. But during the prep phase, we had no fucking idea what comp they were running. Like, if I knew they were running, you know, I don't even know what I would have done differently, honestly. This was sort of my figure out the team round, because it's hard to figure out what your team's going to do, you know, before the first round is over. I didn't realize this team was going to be Call of Duty. So now we go to our next round, and it is the exact same case. I'm droning. Ram's not droning. Brava's not droning. Ash isn't droning. Maverick isn't droning. So again, I am the only drone in our entire team that is trying to get intel on what they're doing, and the intel I've got so far is that the bomb is in bathroom. So I'm going to do the smart thing. This is border, and border is extremely vert heavy. I'm going to pre-place a drone upstairs for where I want to go into the building. The downside is, because my drone is up here, and, you know, no one else is droning, we don't know what they're doing. We don't know how they're setting up. So, this is so much intel that we as a team are losing that we could figure out and make a plan with. That just isn't happening because doesn't want drone, doesn't want drone, doesn't want drone, doesn't want drone. Only drone we have. And, you know, theoretically, I could just take matters into my own hands and drone into sight and figure out what they're doing. But throwing drones into sight just to lose them is a waste of a drone. Especially when I am the only one droning. So we're going towards the building. Everyone's moving. Everyone except Brava's moving. And I'm double checking my drone to make sure I have a safe entry. I see the Thorn upstairs. And I'm going to try and push her out of there because I want vertical control because it is border. Border is effectively vertical control wins. I'm going to double check my drone. I don't immediately see her in the door. I don't know what that 1 ping is. Hold on. Who is number 1? It's not going to say who was number 1 on my team. I don't know what that 1 ping is, so I'm just going to kind of ignore it. Someone hopped in already. Who the fuck is that? Maverick just hopped in. I think? Is that... Hold on. Wait a second. I saw someone hop in. I just don't know who it was. Let's see. Ash is at a window. It may have been Ash that hopped. Maybe? Are we even looking at the same window? Okay, it's not the window I thought it. I deadass thought it was sight window. That's purely my bad. Okay. So, yeah, I'm droning upstairs just to see what I can do to get in. And granted, I will admit, I was not playing with the team on this one. At this point, I was actually kind of pissed off with how the first round went. Because no one droned. And I was starting to realize no one was droning. So I'm going to really carefully check this corner. I don't know if the Thorn is there or if she's lurking. She doesn't get the shot on me. Honestly, with how slow I took that swing, I should be dead. So that right there is just, I should be dead. I should not have won that. So I take the space, I push up. The Legion's there. The Legion also should have gotten the kill on me. That is dumb luck on my part. Honestly, I should have droned him out or something, but I won my duels, so it's not that bad. So I now have pretty decent vertical control. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bomb this hallway outside of the 2 sites, just to put some pressure on them and try to clear util out. So there's my first set of fuses. My second set is going to go... Where the fuck is my second set? There it is. I'm doing it above the bathroom, which does take care of someone in the stall. I pop the hatch, and I still have 2 fuses in pocket. We have pretty strong vertical control here. Like, this was probably our best round. And I'm just sort of putting a lot of pressure. I'm keeping an eye on my Brava to make sure that I don't accidentally fuse her. I'm just sort of taking stock of how everyone's doing, where people are dying. And at this point, I've kind of gathered that we have full sight. So I'm just going to keep clearing util, keep trying to clear people out of spaces, and make sure that we have full sight. And their last person dies to a claymore. So, just the way they're playing is very gunfight heavy and aggressive. But the irony is, like at this point, I have more kills than anyone on our team. From, you know, using my drone and getting lucky with those 2 gunfights. So I've got 4 kills to, let's see, our Rams 1, our Bravas 2, our Ashes 1, our Mavericks 1. Because I'm not just blind WM1ing, and I'm not going slow, you know, with this crawl hoping I catch someone off guard. I'm actively using my drones and using my intel, and actually using the prep phase to figure out a plan. And that is something that's going to happen into round 3 as well. Pretty much the exact same. This team didn't, like, switch anything. That was another thing that kind of infuriated me. Like, they stuck to pretty much the exact same comp during every attack. Just because Ram is a budget gunner. Ram is like budget Ash. Ash is Ash. Brava has a cool gun. And Maverick is Maverick. So, same thing as before. I'm going to drone. Ram's not going to drone. Brava droned a little bit. Her drone did move. Ash isn't going to drone. Maverick isn't going to drone. So, 3rd round in a row where I am the only one droning. And, you know, same as before, I'm not just going to throw my drone blindly into sight. I'm going to use my drone effectively. I'm going to use it to actually gather intel, figure out a plan, figure out how I want to get into the building. And the fact that I used my drone was massive because what I saw was this castle upstairs. And what this castle is going to do is he's going to castle off Armory. So I'm just like, okay, Armory is going to be way fucking easier to hit. I take care of the 2 cams. Replay viewer never shows when you get the cams. Ram's just going to move. Brava's not moving. Ash is going to do Ash things. Maverick's going to do Maverick things. So I'm very carefully avoiding that. My goal is Armory. I saw Armory is castled off. I want Armory. So I'm going to drone off Armory. Or drone out Armory. Getting my drone over here so I can see everything at once. And what I see is that no one is in Armory. So I at least have a clear, you know, entry. I have a clear way to get the door open. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort of double check my drone. Be extra careful. I'm going to check box. Box is clear. And they castled off the other side of Armory. So we have all the vertical control on the planet, which on border is fucking great. So I'm just going to directly hit site with fuses. Another fuse directly on site. What would be great is if our Ram was up here to help me get some vertical. Ram is still outside, downstairs. I think she's trying to just hit site. Our Maverick goes down. I'm sort of figuring out where to hit site. Because with these 2 castles up, with the 2 castles here, I basically have free Armory. They cannot stop me. Unless they have like an Oryx hiding somewhere, but they're not running an Oryx. So I have free Armory. I'm taking full advantage of this. Just to put a lot of fucking pressure on them. Let's see, where the fuck is Diffuser? Who has it? So Ram has Diffuser at this window. And she's just sort of using it to clear the Aruni gates. I'm just sort of trying to apply pressure where I can. I should have brought breach charges. I didn't know whether they got the hatch or not. I don't know what they have. I don't know their setup. And I'm really not getting any intel from them because I don't use rando comms. Because you know how Siege players are sometimes. So everyone's getting kills underneath me. And our Ram dies underneath me. I see the Azami run by. And I do whiff on her. I think this is the only rotate they have. I don't realize they have another rotate, you know, in the standard spot. So it's just me and the Ash now. Ash takes care of the Thorn. And I'm up here sort of just holding whatever vertical I can get. Because I've got plenty of intel that I've got free Armory. I don't have any intel after that. And on my part, I should have droned more because both my drones are still alive. So this is on me not using my drones. This is on me sort of trying to play on the team playing aggressively. Like, I recognize that at this point, my team is playing aggressively, so I'm just going to kind of hold the angles and play the intel game while they actually aggress. The downside is, now that we're down on people, you know, that's going to be a little harder to do. So 10 seconds left. Sort of just have to go blind. The Azami goes down. 3 seconds left. We don't have defuse. I see the Valk, and I just lose my duel. What I want to know is... Hold on. I want to see something. Because this round in particular annoyed me. Let's see. Where is the diffuser at this point? Come on. Speed up. Where the fuck is... Okay, diffuser's out here. There's 30 seconds left. Ash is inside. And I was unaware that we didn't have defuse. So Ash is just sort of maxing out her DPI and... Okay, she does use a drone. What is she droning? Pretty much just clearing her path to site. Let's see. Where's... Diffuser was outside the door, right? Let's see here. Yeah, diffuser's right outside the door. In theory, she wouldn't have had time. No, yeah, we were fucked. I don't even know when we lost defuse, but just not having defuse did lose us that one, which is unfortunate. So now, I know I mentioned that they haven't been droning on attack. Who wants to guess how their defense went? Because if you're guessing pretty much the same thing, you are absolutely right. The first thing that is concerning to me is that our comp on defense was Tubarão for the wall, Jaeger, Alibi, Warden, Smoke. So we have nothing for the wall. Like, the most we can do is Tubarão it, but that's not going to do much. Warden ran around. Alibi didn't. Jaeger didn't. Smoke didn't. So, Alibi and Jaeger have to set shit up, like, you know, their Prismas and their Jaegers. And Smoke, I guess, is our site setup guy based on our util, because he's the only one with a shotgun as far as I'm aware. Maybe Alibi has a bailiff, but yeah, I think she just has a bailiff. So I'm busy getting the wall, and at this point, I'm just kind of clearing a drone that I didn't know where it was. I will admit, didn't know that was a spot to hide your drone. So Jaeger just started moving now at the end of prep. Alibi just started moving. Smoke, I don't know what Smoke is doing. He's getting a drone, but he was very jittery the whole game. I'm going to try and play exclusively around the wall. I'm also going to get this wall over here because I was the only one that set up any of our walls. So my game plan with our comp is that because we don't have anything to deny the wall, I am the wall staller. That's all I can really do. So I'm going to pretty much be glued to this wall. And if I don't do my job right, we are fucked. Because we have no electric. All we can do is stall the wall. Our Jaeger is going to do the Jaeger thing and try to take a duel that he does not need to take. Which, by the way, if you're the kind of person who is going for peaks and going for the most predictable angles on the planet, at least, like, win your duel. Like, it's going to annoy me either way, but at least win your duel. I go over here to half wall. They drone me out. So I'm aware I'm in danger. Buck starts blasting. Warden does get the pick on the Buck. And runs out for someone that's still on rappel. Which, honestly, credit to the Warden. He got the thermite. So they don't have anything to hit the wall. I just don't know that he got the thermite. So, we're in a 5v3. And when you're in a 5v3 like this, especially when you've cleared their hard breach, you don't need to take aggressive duels. The team with less members needs to take the aggressive duels into you. So what this Jaeger is doing right now is really just an ego thing. Like, he's literally just trying to prove he's got the bigger dick here. I throw my Tubarão canister down so that the enemy cannot aggress. Because if you're trying to fight into the slow without your reticle, you're going to be way less confident in that duel. So, for them to equalize in a 5v3, we have to make mistakes, or they have to get aggressive, and Tubarão prevents them from being aggressive. And our Jaeger really wants to show them how big his dick is, so he shoots my Zoto canister, goes for the duel, because again, Jaeger needs to prove his dick is massive, and loses the duel. So we have now gone from a 5v3 to a 4v3 that we did not need to make this into. I'm just trying to sort of figure out what to do. Warden runs out, gets a kill, and we lost our Smoke. So it has gone from a 4v3 to a 3v2. Warden goes down. So now, our 5v3 advantage is now an equal 2-2, which I get a kill with that nitro I just threw. So now it's a 2-1. I still have 2 Zotos in pocket. It is just me and the Alibi versus their Thatcher. This could have been prevented. This could have still been our 5v3 2-man advantage. But I don't know what it is. Siege players, especially like Warden and Jaeger and Ashmains, need the biggest dick in the lobby. They are more worried about their ego than they are winning the game. So I'm just trying to play like cautiously. I'm not overly swinging. I'm making sure that this Thatcher is so fucking uncomfortable with the idea of pushing us. And I will admit, I know I just said Siege players have to prove they have the biggest dick. I did get a little bloodthirsty. So, I am a bit of a hypocrite. I did try to ego. I didn't overcommit. I didn't try to swing him. But I made sure, you know, to keep him nervous and keep him worried. And with that Zoto canister, he can't just rush into the room. Granted, I did place it in the worst spot. So, Alibi and I know where he is. He's got 15 seconds left. And we're just sort of double checking that he's not taking another route. This Thatcher is going to go rush in, and Alibi takes him down. So, we did win this. We did win this round. It's 2-2. But we did not need to take these big dick swings when we had a 5-3 advantage. And it will always agonize me when people want to take that big dick duel. So now we're on 5th round. And this is where we started sorta to find our footing. Because I'm trying to sort of like figure out what I can do to help this team and make them, you know, do the thing. Again, we have 2 people who are not moving. Let's see, who was that? Mute just started moving. Alibi still is not moving. My thought process is I'm going to go Capcan because there's really no wall for me to deny. And even if I went Tubarao again, I can't guarantee that I'm going to keep that wall closed. I'm going to play upstairs as Capcan. Because again, it's Border. Border is a very vertical heavy map. I'm going to get the hatch for bathroom. Because, you know, it's bathroom hatch. You sort of need to close it unless you have everyone playing upstairs. I'm just sort of trying to make sure that if they come upstairs, it feels like a fucking death sentence. I want them as nervous and uncomfortable coming upstairs as possible. I'm checking the cams to see where they're coming from. Warden went for a peek, because Warden always goes for a peek, because Warden mains need the biggest dick in the lobby. And I'm just sort of trying to figure out where all they're coming from based on what's happening. Because, you know, where Warden got the kill doesn't really tell me much. I know vaguely they're coming from that side where Warden is. I'm checking the cams again to see where they're coming from. And I can't see fucking anything. I'm just doing my job of holding upstairs. I do know that some of them are coming upstairs based on that drone. The Ram tries to flush me out. I nitro the wall. I don't get anyone. But I do sort of fuck myself over and give her sightline. So I'm going to hold offices. And if I need to, I will give it up and reposition. And I do give up office, I reposition. Ram tries for pot shots on me and misses. But now I know that, you know, they're trying to play for that main hall office side. So I'm going to go for this angle here and take the Ram out of commission, which is fucking massive for Border. I also know that there was the other person, you know, on the other side trying to put pressure on. And I get the grid. So that's just 2 kills I've gotten from trying to get alternate angles and not try to just big dick face check them, you know, 1v1 me, bro. I make this hole here just so I have sort of eyes on that entire hallway. And now it's down to 1 person. So now I'm just sort of like wandering around upstairs trying to figure out what they're doing, where they are, sort of keep an eye on everyone on the team. I see the alibi ping, and for a split second, I thought about running out, but this is a 4v1. I don't want to throw this away. I'm cleaning up this hole here, so if he comes upstairs, he doesn't just, you know, find me and take me out. Want to keep offices secure, just in case he does go for the smart play. There goes our smoke. So I'm going to come downstairs and just help apply a little pressure. I didn't know this hole was here, so I'm nervous to just put my face in it. I'm just sort of lingering around where this duel is happening. I'm looking for the other angles he could come in. I'm trying to basically I'm trying to play reactive rather than aggressively. Because it's a 3v1, we don't need to play overly aggressive. We just need to not die. and, you know, Alibi gets the kill. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole fucking game, because honestly my throat hurts, and it's sort of more of the same, but yeah, in prep phase, you have to set up site, you have to set up the game, you have to determine how the game is going to be played. Like, Siege is not Call of Duty. Siege is not WM1, prove you have the biggest dick in the lobby. Siege is strategy. It's tactical. Siege is very much use your drone, find the people, get the kill because you did the thing and they didn't do the thing. Instead of this WM1 face check every angle, swing every corner simulator. Like the Jaeger and Warden last round. Siege is very much a game of leveraging advantages so that you win your ones because you had advantages. Siege is not a game of, you know, face check every angle and be the better gunner. It's a game of advantages. It's a game of making the game as unfair as possible for the enemy, which is probably something I might do a video on, the difference between a fair fight and an unfair fight. Because Siege is very much make the game unfair, and the more unfair it is for your opponent, the better chances you have of winning, because Siege does not have an honor system. The honor system is you put diffuser down and the enemy might try to defuse it. There's no like weird honor system of like you have to swing, you have to take duels. Like it's a strategy game. It's a shooter, but it's a shooter that involves strategy. And, yeah. We did lose this one, by the way. We lost it 4-5. And, let's see, what did I actually end it at? So, by the end, I did go 10-5. Compared to, like, 8-5, 8-7, 4-7, 3-4 from the guy that left. So, it's not that, you know, this was a bad game for me. It's just that the lack of strategy and preparation from the team meant that we were playing Call of Duty while the other team was playing Siege and making sure that Call of Duty sucked. So yeah, that's at a glance, that's, you know, use your prep phase, use your utility, play as a team to make an unfair fight for the enemy. Just use your prep phase, use your drones, use your utility, actually help set up site. Don't just be dead weight. And, yeah. Peace.